Okay, this is Romero, Ranko News. As you can tell, uh, because of the wise choices that Erick Crespo, proposito, and like I said, and because of greed, jealousy, and envy, this is what I got. One spare tire, the handle damage. And like I said, to me, I mean, when I bought this car, and even if the owner sees this, I'm gonna try to find his number. But he knows that the car was in 100%. Like I said, everything. There was nothing wrong with the car. And if you see, like the damages, like I said about right here. Like I said, there's more, and that's like the damage with the frequency, with the radiation that the medical heart thing is. I mean, the company used like towards me or against me, because like okay, it wasn't meant to do that. Like I said, and for example, like the warning signs: do not do this, or do not exceed of this. Or as for example, like humans, like if we eat too much or whatever, we throw up, right? So basically, it's what Ranko and Erick Crespo, proposito, and the company and the workers, they're doing, as a whole. As a company, business-wise, like I said. So you look at it. So not just one spare tire, two spare tires. So this one has like a bubble, so this is not the right rim, because if you look at it, this is my original rims. See, and you see the back. Like I said, I painted myself. And look at the tire. Like I said, if you look at the tires, they're in good shape. Like I said. And like I said, if you look at it, this is original tires. See, so you got black guarding. See, I mean, that's those are things that I do, I sell, or sometimes, like I said, just to make ends meet. See how the black, you can't really see it, right? So using the harp thing or the epic, Erick and Erick Crespo and Ranko use, look at the trunk. You see? How did he explain that? I mean, even if you ask the owner, like I said, look at the gaps. Like I said, even if you ask the previous owner, like I said, this car wasn't even like that. And as much as like, okay, so the car wasn't like that, right? So how do you explain all this? How did the trunk, how do you explain that? And like I said, as humans, and it's just a common sense, basically just like, how did the trunk come that way? I mean, people that know me, they know that, I take good extra care of my stuff, and like I said, no offense, but like I said, to me, like I said, I have help just from God, and and I work hard for my things. So I try to, like I said, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. So I try to care of it as much as possible, and like I said, I rely on this vehicle and just to make anything. So as you can tell, I believe Sunday, the car wasn't like this. And guess who's doing this? Wise choice with the software Harpic or Harp. And like I said, if you call Kaiser or Valley Medical, there's the latest technology or forever for the benefit of humanity, or people with disabilities, to help them. But like the warning sign says, do not do this, or do not oversee. And like I said, this is the thing that I'm really asking people help about. And like I said, they shake the car, and especially because I have PTSD and speech impairment, and because of his mouth. And like I said, with his statements, allegations, comments, remarks, he tells the judge that I'm this, and that. And if you can tell the videos, like I said, look at my history, previous videos. I'm nowhere near them. And like I said, if I make these videos or whatever, it's not that I'm focused on them. It's things that I should be focusing on. See, now two flat tires now. And okay, so like I said, if I don't say any names, it's because I want to protect the innocent, or because, like I said, if I don't say any names, it's because like whatever the law is, and not just that, because I respect them. And if you see me alone where we're doing the videos, it's just because, like I said, I don't want anybody to get involved, because like I said, of how Ranko Negro is. And if he's getting me in trouble this much, like I said, I don't want an innocent bystander get in the way, right? So if I'm the target, okay, let it be. But like I said, I'm not gonna put another bystander in the middle or in the mix, or like for example, like him, where he got busted, that he already starts jailing Ronald McDonald's because look at his website. Oh, actually, Erick's is probably Chudo's website. When Erick got busted, whatever, they started putting at Ronald McDonald's. So, hey, if you did it, just liability, it's like me. Like I said, I mean, if I do wrong things, like I said, I mean, and you see me, like I said, accept that, okay, I was wrong, I did mistakes. Probably, or sometimes, like, not at the moment, but, the next day. And like I said, I apologize, or I try to make it better. Or, like, for example, things, for example, okay, Ranko Negro. He's trying to leave, okay, so he's trying to, so far he has cost me $5,000, right? So basically his goal is, he wants me to go cry to Erick Crespo, proposito, and ask him for a job at the car wash. And basically, like I said, probably something to do, and not just that, free slavery work. So he invested the money on this epic, whatever, for medical purposes only. So that's why I'm asking for help. So now, in the eyes of the law or Santa Clara County, everybody sees me and they label me 5150. Because if you notice, when I was married for like 12, 13 years, none of this, I would never had a problem. I would never, like I said, and had not just that, like I said, God's been good with me. So I managed to take my son to Disneyland, Universal Studios, and I just started get the season passes, so I had money for, like I said, and I never suffered a struggle. Like I said, I'm blessed that, and like I said, to me, my family came first, right? So, all the money, whatever, like I said, they had everything. So, what is wise children? Okay, Erick Crespo, proposito doing? Trying to leave me broke. So I go over there, like I said, with no money and everything, and just like what's it called, like a dog between. I mean, the tail between his legs or whatever. Go there crying, or like say, like bow down to Erick Crespo or Ranko Negro to like, hey, give me a job. But because they know the skills, like I said, not skills, but I've been blessed. I don't believe myself in being lucky. Myself as a blessing that that I know, like I said, landscape and everything. So Ranko Negro, of course, as the greed or jealous brother that he is, and like when I used to work there before, here, you do this, here, you put this, because he knows that, like I said, God has given me a skill or talent, except for God. But I'm sorry, sometimes it's kind of embarrassed too. If you see me like being nervous or whatever, or sweating, it's because people look at me and the thing is just like, these are the things that I shouldn't be spending time on. I should be more like working more in my advertisement and working on my things. And this is like, even a minute, every minute, every second counts. It's like when they say like the 3-second things. So let's go over here. So and like I said, I just like, I look around a lot because like, this is the time consuming that I should never be spending my time on. And to me, just like, this is like, put it this way, since Oscar's like saying or allegedly drug addict, this is for example like his body. How can you explain 350 pounds overweight and just like, come on, you didn't get that fat overnight. It took time. So instead of focusing on me or what I do, whatever he's alleged, he wants me to go to program, whatever. Like I said, too bad it's not a judge out there that I'll send him to. What was the? I know there was a camp, like an overweight camp or something like that, or there was a judge to convict him to like get a membership at 24-hour fitness. Okay, you gotta lose a 10-pound minimum. Instead of like focusing on what I do, he wants me to go to TG, whatever. But like I said, just like I never, like I said, I never had an arrest. Like I said, I know people that do that or whatever, but I'm nobody to judge nobody, So how can I say that, or for example, like him, how can I say that this to you when I have to look at the mirror and look at myself first? So like it's like that, for example. So he's a legend, and I don't even know what he's talking about. But to him, he's like, he makes jokes about it like, like when he's using this epic software, like I said, so I'm still asking people's help, and hopefully somebody is willing to take the time to help me, or at least investigate, because like I said, I have to put a stop to this. And if I do it my way, he's gonna call the cops, and I'll be in jail again. And like I said, you seen that, he called. I mean, like I said, I don't want the outcome, because like I said, I was doing it, like I said it, because like I know my mistakes and I recognize and everything, so I didn't want problems with the law. So to him, he's a joke, right? So to him, it's just like, and if you, like I said, look at my background, and like I said, somebody hopefully out there is willing to take 5 seconds, because I know because of him, Erick Crespo, my dad, they forced my signature somewhere, and like I said, but because of them, it's so time consuming. It's like the law, like the DMV, the 3 seconds, like, and it's like 1001, 2003, that 3 seconds can actually save your life. To me, for example, is right now, instead of investing the time in this, and you see Ranko negro, or the mother of his child, he has somebody, or like I said, they're doing something, and there's something fishy going on, but because they already labeled me 5150, it's just like nobody's willing to take the time. And like I said, I don't want to be a victim or a statistic about all this, right? So with that being said, I mean, you see my car and image, so I mean, to me, every second counts, because at the same time, like, they don't let me focus, or like they want me to break the law in order to be in the system. In order, like I said, I don't know what they're doing. Like I said, but I know, like I said, it has something to do with Jillian, David or whatever. And I know this for a fact, because they have, like I said, I know there's another family member that they're really jealous. That's why they started doing this. Gabriela, my niece. And like I said, I was like analyzing the situation. I was thinking about it. So I came to my conclusion. I was like, why are you so worried about, like, for example, like, okay, so they do this they don't let me sleep, they torment me or whatever, and they torture me, etc., etc. And I was like, why? Like I said, and obviously money's involved, but Oscar has a tendency to be jealous of Gabriela, and he knows it. Like I said, I mean, he can say whatever he wants. He can say the law whatever he wants. I mean, with all my respect, but it's just that I know that God knows the truth, And like I said, to me, he can convict me, I can go to jail, and like I said, at the same time, I have peace in my heart. But not just peace, but at the same time, I have frustration, because I don't know this, epic whatever they're doing, and just to like torment me, and just to basically like I said, to basically, for example, they don't let me sleep all night, right? And so basically, how I express myself or whatever, so they can just like they say that David, Jadine, and what's it called? They said it. What's it called? And quoted, copyright or whatever. But and all, it's not that. It's just like they take turns, like shift change or whatever. But in order to make, like I said, I know Jillian has something to do with it, and David, but it all started because, like I said, I know Oscar's being a tendency to have jealousy and in their own family, like the inner circle. Like for example, like traitor, a treason. That's why laws come like that, or people make, for example, like Megan's law I was talking about, Romero law. See, that's why they make laws for treason, not just that, traitors. Because one of them in the inner circle, it has a tendency to be that person, Judas, So guess who's that person? Because Oscar, if he sees that Gabby's doing something good, he goes there, and like I say, well, okay, so he checks out it. So he will be like, okay, so what can I do to make money for this or for personal gain? Okay, so now he sees me. Okay, so now he looks the other way. So like I said, now it's just like he doesn't want you to. It's like a little, for example, remember like the little bars, like in the equalizer, the music. So if he sees Gabriela moving up here, he's the one that pushes it down. If he sees me moving up, he's the one pushing it down. Remember the little bar things that lights go up and down? So I think that's why they were invented, because if he sees somebody in the inner circle moving up, and because of his weight, he just goes there and jumps on them, puts them down. Okay, so he takes their money and now he turns around. Okay, so that's why he goes down. So keep posted. So I gotta fix these tires. like I said, money wasted, time wasted, time consuming that I have to draw whatever. And they put like, and like I said, him and like I said, the mother's child, all they talking, saying nonsense, ignorance, or taking shift turns and say changing the voice or whatever to cover his footsteps. But you know, and like I said, they already make me look bad in the law and the system. So I wish like there was one person there out there, you know, law enforcement, because like I said, because privacy concerns, I understand that, and because like I mean I could get so much because like, you know, liability, being confidential, whatever. And to me, it's a, you know, it's a end road. You know, I just hit myself against the wall, or like I said, so it's the end of the road. So I have to go back and start again. And the thing is, like, because they made me look bad already, so like I said, I could just do so much. But I wish there was somebody, like I said, hospital people, or like I said, you know, the one that use Epic or Valley Medical or Kaiser, somebody's willing to take the time or at least make an effort. Like I said, I mean, appreciate it. I mean, like I said, I mean, God bless you. But like I said, and you will see the truth. And once you discover the truth, like I said, I'm trying to put this out there so there's no more victims like me just because we're minorities, or because, like I said, if you look at my life and look at the videos, I don't want to do anything to do with them. And if they see me moving up, like I said, here we go. Oh wait, I just look around and here comes the fat boy, just like jump on me and just drop me on the floor, take away my money and take off. And eventually I'm the victim. But you know, because he has money, all of a sudden I'm this crazy guy, like I said, with no common sense. So thank you.